The price of pixels. A look at rising game costs. Remember the good old days? You'd walk into a store, pick up the latest game for $50, and that was it. No hidden fees, no additional content to purchase later, no extra downloads, no microtransactions, just pure gaming bliss. It was a straightforward transaction that brought hours of entertainment. Those days are long gone. The simplicity of buying a game and enjoying it without further financial commitment is a thing of the past. Today, the price of video games has skyrocketed, leaving many gamers wondering why. The sticker shock is real, and it's affecting how we approach our favorite hobby. The answer is complex, involving factors like rising development costs, inflation, and the rise of in-game purchases. Each of these elements contributes to the overall increase in game prices. Let's delve into the world of video game economics and explore the reasons behind these escalating prices. Understanding these factors can help us appreciate the value and effort that goes into creating the games we love. The video game industry has undergone a massive transformation. From simple pixelated graphics to lifelike virtual worlds, the evolution has been astounding. Early games were simpler, with smaller teams and shorter development cycles. The focus was on gameplay and fun, rather than high-end graphics and complex narratives. Today, games are cinematic experiences with Hollywood-level production values. They offer immersive stories, stunning visuals, and intricate gameplay mechanics. These advancements come at a cost, literally. The budget for developing a modern game can rival that of a blockbuster movie. From elaborate motion capture to celebrity voice acting, the expenses involved in creating a modern AAA game are astronomical. These costs inevitably get passed down to the consumer, contributing to the higher prices we see today. Blockbuster budgets. The soaring cost of development. Developing a AAA game today is akin to producing a blockbuster film. The scale, the ambition, and the financial stakes are all incredibly high. Teams of hundreds, sometimes thousands of developers spend years meticulously crafting these interactive experiences. From artists and designers to programmers and testers, every role is crucial. Take Rockstar Games' Grand Theft Auto V, for example. This game has set a benchmark in the industry. With a reported development cost exceeding $265 million, it stands as one of the most expensive video games ever made. This staggering budget rivals that of major Hollywood films. The game's massive open world, intricate gameplay mechanics, and cinematic storytelling all contributed to its hefty price tag. Every detail, from the physics engine to the voice acting, adds to the overall cost. And it's not just the big players like Rockstar Games. Smaller studios are also feeling the pressure. Even smaller studios face increasing pressure to deliver visually stunning and content-rich games. They must compete with the high standards set by AAA titles. The demand for high-fidelity graphics, realistic physics, and expansive game worlds has driven up development costs across the board. Gamers now expect nothing less than perfection. This trend shows no signs of slowing down, making it increasingly challenging for studios to break even, let alone turn a profit. The financial risks are higher than ever, but so are the potential rewards for those who succeed. Inflation's impact, a bite out of your wallet. Inflation, the silent enemy of our wallets, plays a significant role in the rising cost of video games. The value of money changes over time, and what $50 could buy you a decade ago won't get you the same value today. This principle applies to virtually everything, including video games. Adjusted for inflation, a $60 game released in 2000 would cost around $90 in today's money. While it's tempting to blame greedy publishers for price hikes, the reality is more nuanced. Inflation affects every aspect of game development, from employee salaries and marketing costs to the price of software and hardware. Publishers have to adjust their prices accordingly to maintain profitability and continue investing in new projects. The DLC dilemma: extra content, extra costs. The rise of downloadable content, or DLC, has further complicated the pricing landscape of video games. While DLC can offer players additional hours of gameplay and enrich the overall experience, it also introduces a sense of fragmentation. Games are often released with the promise of future content updates, leaving players feeling like they're purchasing an incomplete product. The practice of season passes, where players pay upfront for a bundle of future DLC, has become increasingly common. While this can offer savings compared to buying each DLC pack individually, it also creates a barrier to entry for budget-conscious gamers. The decision of whether to invest in DLC becomes a gamble, as players must weigh the potential value against the risk of disappointment. Section 5. Microtransactions, small purchases, big business. Microtransactions, those seemingly innocuous in-game purchases, have become a ubiquitous part of the gaming landscape. From cosmetic items and loot boxes to time savers and pay-to-win mechanics, microtransactions have infiltrated games of all genres and platforms. While some argue that microtransactions offer players choice and support free-to-play games, others criticize them as predatory and exploitative. The allure of microtransactions lies in their ability to generate substantial revenue for publishers. By offering players a constant stream of virtual goods and incentives, publishers can encourage repeat spending and maximize their profits. However, this practice has also led to concerns about addiction and the normalization of gambling-like mechanics in games. Section 6. Indie ingenuity, value in smaller packages. Amidst the rising costs of AAA games, indie games have emerged as a beacon of affordability and innovation. Created by smaller teams with lower overheads, indie games often prioritize creativity and originality over graphical fidelity and marketing budgets. These games offer players a diverse range of experiences, from thought-provoking narratives to addictive gameplay loops. Indie games have proven that you don't need a massive budget to create a compelling and commercially successful game. Titles like Stardew Valley, Undertale, and Hollow Knight have captivated millions of players worldwide, demonstrating the enduring power of creativity and passion in game development. Section 7. The value proposition. Are AAA games worth the price? The question of whether AAA games are worth their ever-increasing price tag is subjective and depends on individual preferences and financial situations. There's no denying that AAA games offer unparalleled levels of immersion, storytelling, and technical achievement. The sheer scale and ambition of these projects are a testament to the creativity and talent within the gaming industry. However, it's also important to acknowledge that the value proposition of AAA games has shifted in recent years. The inclusion of microtransactions, season passes, and other forms of monetization has led some players to question whether they're getting their money's worth. The increasing focus on live service models, where games are designed to be played and monetized over extended periods, has also raised concerns about longevity and content delivery. Section 8. Justifying the cost, a matter of perspective. Ultimately, the justification for higher game prices lies in the eye of the beholder. For some, the opportunity to experience cutting-edge graphics, immersive gameplay, and epic narratives is worth the premium price. They view AAA games as an investment in entertainment, comparable to going to the cinema or attending a concert. For others, the rising costs and changing monetization models have made AAA games less appealing. They may prioritize affordability, originality, or a sense of completion in their gaming experiences, finding solace in the indie game scene or older titles. The beauty of the gaming industry lies in its diversity, offering something for everyone, regardless of budget or preference. Section 9. The future of game prices, a balancing act. The future of video game prices remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: a delicate balancing act lies ahead. As the gaming industry continues to grow and evolve, the challenge of setting the right price for games becomes increasingly complex. Developers and publishers must navigate a landscape where production costs are soaring, yet players expect high-quality, immersive experiences without breaking the bank. Publishers must find ways to manage rising development costs while also delivering compelling and affordable experiences for players. This means investing in new technologies, optimizing production processes, and sometimes making tough decisions about what features to include or exclude in a game. The industry is constantly evolving, with new technologies, business models, and player expectations emerging all the time. Virtual reality, cloud gaming, and subscription services are just a few examples of how the gaming landscape is changing, offering both opportunities and challenges for pricing strategies. Transparency and consumer choice will be paramount in navigating this evolving landscape. Gamers today are more informed and vocal about their preferences, and they demand clarity on how their money is being spent. Publishers who are open about their pricing and monetization models will likely earn the trust and loyalty of their audience. Publishers need to be upfront about their pricing strategies and monetization models, allowing players to make informed decisions about their purchases. This includes being clear about any additional costs, such as downloadable content, microtransactions, or subscription fees. Similarly, players need to be mindful of their spending habits and support games that align with their values and expectations. By making conscious choices about where to spend their money, gamers can help shape the industry in a positive direction. The future of gaming depends on a collaborative effort between creators and consumers to ensure a sustainable and enjoyable experience for all. By working together, the industry can continue to thrive, offering innovative and exciting games that captivate players around the world.